Vanessa Fraser, 58, was driving home from work on Thursday when other motorists frantically tooted and waved at her on a busy dual-carriageway. A panicked van driver wound his window down to yell at the grandmother of four. Her silver Volkswagen Touran was ablaze. Dramatic video shows the car turn into a massive fireball on the roadside just off the A1 near Stotford, Beds. But brave Mrs. Fraser managed to jump clear moments before the vehicle was engulfed. She said she would have had 3 of her young grandchildren in the car just hours later. The clerical admin assistant at a GP surgery told Mirror Online, "I dread to think what would have happened had that kind woman not pointed it out. It would have been a different story. I might not be here now. I'd love to thank her, but I've searched social media and can't find who it was. If it had been on the Friday, I would have had 3 of my grandkids with me in the car. That's the scariest thing. I've played that scenario back through my head so many times since." Mrs. Fraser, who lives in Stotbury, somehow avoided any injuries in the ordeal. She managed to call firefighters who rushed to tackle the blaze. Horrific photos show the smoldering wreckage, what was left of the vehicle Mrs. Fraser bought for around £11,000 just 2 months ago. She said she'd experienced no problems with the car, which was 5 years old and bought second-hand. The mum added, "My insurance company is investigating the cause, but I've googled it since and can't find anything about fires with Volkswagen Tourans. There was that thing with Vauxhall Zafiras catching fire not so long ago, but nothing like that with Tourans, it seems." The firefighter said it was very unusual, particularly for it to start in the back of the car and not the engine or front. "I was just coming home from work on the A1 and I drove off the slip road about a mile from my house. A lady was beeping manically behind me. I thought I had done nothing wrong, but I kept looking around in the car and could not see anything wrong. Then, a van driver came up beside me. He wound down his window and shouted, 'Your car is on fire.' I managed to pull over to the side of the road. I managed to get out of the car using my door, still unaware really what was going on. Within 2 minutes, it was engulfed. It was terrible. It was so close." And Mrs. Fraser was disgusted to find videos of the fireball had been plastered on social media minutes after it happened. She found clips on residents' groups on Facebook when she got home. Read more top stories from Mirror Online. She continued, "The kindness of other drivers was great. However, I saw some idiots filming the fire with both their hands on their phones as they drove past. I get we have a natural curiosity with these things, but to be filming it on your phone is bad. Actually, I found videos of it had been on Facebook before I got home. It's social media nowadays, I suppose. I would love to thank that kind woman though. My only advice to people would be if it's on fire, stay clear and call the fire brigade. Don't try to recover items from it as the fire literally spreads in seconds." Also, a big thank you to local man Chris Lambert, who stayed and helped to try to put it out and then spent nearly 2 hours directing traffic. The fire brigade and police were also fantastic. Mirror Online has contacted Volkswagen and Bedfordshire Fire and Rescue for comment.